was put these bits out. This is a really embarrassing video to make. This is like something out of an alien movie. Hi there, I'm Sue. I have something really weird to share today. If you haven't been to my channel before, I've been on the carnivore diet now for about just over about 14 months, so 400 and something days. And I've been having a lot of issues over the last year or so with oxalate dumping because my diet for years, decades, was really highly plant-based with tons and tons of really high oxalate foods, including massive spinach smoothies and cacao and chia seeds and all of those things. So I've had a lot of oxalate dumping symptoms. Now I know that people, like I've read Sally Norton's book about oxalates, and I've done a lot of listening to people online about oxalates. And I know that oxalates can come out through your skin, and commonly they'll come through the bladder and they can cause bladder irritation. They can go through the bowel and cause diarrhea, which was me last year for months. And now the diarrhea has stopped, but there's still, I've had little bits of oxalate coming through my skin here and there, and I knew that that was a thing. But last night I was sitting on the couch and my arms were itchy because if you go back in my recent videos, I've had a histamine rash all over my body, which is just about gone, but I still have a bit down on the insides of my arms. So I was sitting on the couch last night and I was kind of scratching, and then I must have been aware that there was something kind of down inside my bra, I guess. And I put my hand down in there and it felt like there was sand in my bra. And so I was kind of pulling the stuff out, and it was quite, in our lounge we just have a couple of lamps on at night time. So I couldn't really see, and I was pulling these bits of stuff out of my bra, and I was like, what the hell is this? And because my first thought is, yeah, like crumbs or something like that, but I don't eat anything now that has crumbs. And so I just had some chops and some steak for dinner. So then I kind of realized, because you know when you're kind of on autopilot and you're not really thinking, and then I started thinking, and I was like, this can't be anything. And if it was, it would be down the middle, not down the side by my armpit. And so I was these bits out. This is a really embarrassing video to make. This is like something out of an alien movie. And so then I went and checked out the other side, and there was sand in there as well. And so I got some bits, and I was trying to look in the lounge and I couldn't see what it was. And so I ended up getting some, and I came through to the kitchen where the lights were on. And it was crystals. Oxalate crystals. And I was just like, what the hell? And I was showing my husband, and he's looking at me, and I was saying to him, look, I said, it's like, they look like little tiny quartz crystals. And because they're the max, they were sort of between 1 and 3 millimeters long, I guess. And there was lots of them. Because I was pulling all these bits out, and then when I went to get changed for bed, and I checked the inside of my bra, there's all these bits of crystals. I sent photos to a couple of friends, and they probably think I'm an absolute loon. And I did a search on YouTube to see if I could find anyone else that's had this, like this much coming out of them, and couldn't find anything, but I'm sure there are. Just people probably don't talk about it like I do. But I think it's really important to share this stuff, because that way people know, like they can search and they can find my video and go, oh my God, it's not just me that's got oxalate crystals coming out of her boobs, you know. So, but I collected some for this morning, like I've thrown heaps of them away, and I've got them in this little container. So I don't know if you can see in there. I can see it in the screen, so you should be able to see. See those little things rattling around in there? Oops, hang on. I don't want to tip them out, but see those little things right in the corner, right in along here, and you can see them kind of moving around. I've got some photos too, and I'll pop photos into this video here. And so you can see they just look like little crystals, and I couldn't feel them. Like last night when I went to bed, I could feel, it felt like there was some little sharp kind of bits on my chest, a couple of bits that I could kind of feel like they were on their way out, but there's been no kind of physical feelings or anything that I've noticed from these things coming out. It's really weird. So yesterday I'd noticed that I've got some bits on my face, and it kind of felt like there was something coming out of here. But that's the thing, is like up until now, there's just been kind of bits and pieces. I've suspected that what's going on with my scalp is something to do with oxalate maybe coming through my skin. I'm not sure. But I've had little bits, but not like this. This was lots. I'm actually quite intrigued to see if it happens again. So I'm assuming it wasn't just coming out there, but that was the place where it could be collected because I'm wearing a bra. Whereas other areas that would have just been kind of on my clothes, and then when I got undressed, they would fall off and I wouldn't even notice that they were there. So yeah, so this is a really weird thing, and it feels like something out of an alien movie to have these little crystals coming out of my body in such large numbers. So yeah, if you have had anything like this go on from oxalate, please let me know below. I'm intrigued to know how many other people have had oxalate crystals noticeably coming out of their bodies, through their skin, through their eyes, whatever. I mean, for me last year, it was all down the toilet, and I could see that it kind of looked like sand, and that's a really common thing. But this coming out of my skin en masse, I'm not really sure. I'm actually wondering whether I've started drinking raw milk the last few days. I'm wondering whether that has anything to do with it. Like maybe the calcium binding to the oxalate thing. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know. And I'm not a, yeah, I don't know. I'm just the woman who's going through this mental stuff on a carnivore diet. So yeah, so if it's happened to you, let me know. If you have noticed oxalate crystals coming out of your body, let me know. I'm intrigued, okay? I thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this weird ass video. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I will talk to you again another day. Bye for now.